It's Week 15 of the NFL, and we'll be watching Jake Ferguson. He's been a production machine with a 1,200-yard season going to this point. It's the Cowboys and the Falcons on Sunday Night Primetime.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them. Now in his 8th year in the NFL.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. This offense, Charles, where we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 and a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots, course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, with something like 4 of their last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Claypool with another catch. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
It's second and inches at the 36-yard line.
Stroud sets up the play action. That's out wide here for Robinson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Here goes Stroud again. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Robinson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Well, this defense for the Cowboys very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And a very elusive run as he'll wind up getting about 9 on that one. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Atlanta.
And Stroud now to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Throwing now is Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Gabriel Davis hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. Fighting his way through contact. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them is what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
3rd and 6.
To throw is Prescott. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. Ooh, the juke. And he'll be out right at the 35. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
At the 37-yard line.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You look at this Cowboy defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
First catch here for London, and also a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stroud looking to throw. Right side, Claypool's got it. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
Stroud out of the gun here. Short throw caught by Pitts. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
And a Falcon 1st down.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. Into the hands of London. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now Stroud. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Drake London, his intended target, and it's 3rd and short. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
There you go, partner. That's some old-school football right there. You need 1 yard? Give it to your bruiser fullback and let him get the job done.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And out now come the Cowboys. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Prescott now. Over the middle, complete. That's Carr. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And taken down just shy of the 40. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jake Ferguson, 61 yards. And the Cowboys are back within a score. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Stroud. His throw incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Stroud. Short throw caught by Pitts. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. The throwing again is Stroud. Right back to Pitts again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And the Falcon 1st down.
Robinson up the middle. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now they're going option play on 3rd down. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Stroud to throw it. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Getting home that time to Marvy and Omershaw.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Here's a diving catch right side. Jefferson has his first catch. He also has a first down. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And again, it's Prescott. Going right back to Ferguson. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Second down and 3.
Brings up second and 3 at the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's caught. Puka Nacua. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the
Throwing,
25-yard line.
Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That is caught at the 7. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. To the air again, Prescott. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Falcons 10.
Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Second down in the yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and
Stroud working out of the gun. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. This time they stay on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Stroud now on 1st and 10. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap to Stroud. That's out wide here for Robinson. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Cool knocks this one through the post. And that will do it for this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where you see the final score there. P.J. Walker, a touchdown pass in the victory. Next, we head up to the Windy City, check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. 27-13 was the final. And finally, on Monday Night Football, they've got a good one lined up between the Houston Texans and the Cincinnati Bengals. It was a veteran quarterback, Dak Prescott, who had it working in the first half. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Falcons' 49.
Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 7.
Here's Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Complete. Jefferson the target. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing. And he
is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
Prescott from the gun. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Here's Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 8. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. Stroud off the play fake. And a dump off here to Robinson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Stroud sets up the play action. Throw out wide is incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Now Stroud. And that's incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Stroud looking to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
All the give. Here's Robinson. Taken down at the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And Stroud now to throw. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Falcons have cut the lead back down to 2.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Prescott now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Prescott to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 58 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Pass complete there to Nakua. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line.
Prescott. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have moved out in front. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Aubrey now for the point after. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. Responsible for well over 100 yards of total offense, but still hasn't found the end zone. You think that's in the back of his mind going into this drive?
It's always in the back of the mind of a player is having that type of a day because you want that gratification for your work, right? You want that stamp on top of everything. But bottom line for him, he's doing great work. Sometimes it just opens it up for other people to actually get into the end zone for him.
The runners, would they rather have 60 yards, 3 touchdowns, or 150 no touchdowns?
I think more than likely 150 and no touchdowns. But all the runners that I know would say, I'll take 150 and 3 touchdowns. They're greedy that way.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Taken at about the 36. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Oh, some strong running. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Throwing. Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys 1st down as he'll take this down to the 26. He'll drop to throw. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Going right back to Ferguson. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 9-yard line.
Here's Prescott. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Well, we saw him score on the ground earlier in the ball game. This time, the defense says not so fast.
Yeah, that's good scouting and good awareness, isn't it? Because you always have to be wary of him keeping it himself, especially in this part of the field. Because if he doesn't like what he sees, you know he'll take off and try to go for it himself.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2 of this drive relatively quickly. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Stroud. He'll find Gabriel Davis. That one a first down pickup of 8.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here. 1st and 10. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. A give left side to Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Caught right side, Davis. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So nothing doing there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. They will find Davis on the left side, complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Stroud's throw going to be caught by Davis. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cowboys' 38-yard line.
Now Stroud. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Stroud to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Stroud looking to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now Prescott. Oh, and that is incomplete.
his back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So all eyes on the Falcons. Down by 10. A little under a minute 50 remaining. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. Here's Stroud. That's caught by Pitts.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Stroud to throw it. This is Robinson.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. Now Stroud. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, and this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Stroud. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. To throw is Stroud. To the sideline and incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Caught by London. And he's going to be out of bounds, a few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides. So for Dallas, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll get a look at the Penguin, Jalen Waddle, whose utter dominance has moved him within range of the single-season receiving record. It's the Dolphins and the Packers, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Miami Dolphins. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think...
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Miami. This taken in right around the goal line. Just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Throwing first plays Lance. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Just a yard up to the 39. The numbers for him from a week ago, 25 carries, 122 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Lance looking to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. That third down conversion good for 23. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. To throw, it's Lance. That is caught. Oh, look at the juke. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
So he stopped for no gain. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Sanders' kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
On 1st down, Jarrett. And his throw here is incomplete. His defense for the Packers, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. To throw on 2nd down, Jarrett. And he whips that one incomplete there. George Pickens, his intended receiver there. And it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. And you look at this Packers defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Up the middle they go. Singleton. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
And the Packer 1st down.
Here's Lance. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 32-yard line. Now a play fake. Lance. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Trey Lance. A 10-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, the defensive coverage was good. So good, he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Trey Lance taking it in himself to cap the drive with a touchdown run. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Playoff picture here, and you see they've got that number 2 spot right now. Obviously a lot to like about that and where they're at in this home stretch of the season. But that first round home game is not guaranteed, Charles, until they lock up their division.
Bottom line, win the division, stay number 2. You get a favorable game at home to begin what you hope will be a nice postseason run.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jarrett. He's got McBride here over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 70th catch for him on the year. Like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Packers' 49-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jarrett. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And all the way in for the Miami touchdown. George Pickens. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Lance to throw it. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. 2nd down and 6 now. Now a give, right side. McCollum. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On play action, Lance. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Singleton. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Packers.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Sanders' kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. On 1st and 10, Jarrett got a man and he hits him in stride. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lance. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. McCollum. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 15-yard line.
The Lance going to throw. And it's caught. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
Who's one of the most precise route runners at any position.
Touchdown, Packers! Hollywood Marquise Brown with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now stands at 13.
Dolphins 7. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Miami set to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. 3rd and 19. Back to throw. Jarrett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Achane here. They stay on the ground. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw. Jarrett. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Back to throw. Jarrett. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throw caught by Achane. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Throwing on 1st down. Jarrett. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jarrett. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Lance looking to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Throwing on first down is Lance. And Watson has it right side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 33-yard line.
Again, it's Lance. A short one there to Fryermuth. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Lance now on first down. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Lance. And it's a Packers touchdown. Marquise Brown with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. On first down, Jarrett. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where it was the Patriots who were able to come away with the victory. Tua Tagovailoa, over 300 yards through the air with a touchdown pass as well. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks are still fighting towards an over 500 record as the win ups their mark to 6-8. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. DeAndre Swift. A dynamite performance, over 200 yards on the ground with 3 touchdown runs. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
Up the middle, Achane. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Achane. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Miami. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, your former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes,
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of players, so let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
Tackle by Trenton Simpson. It's a gain of 3. First down, Packers.
Lance now on first down. A short one there to Freiermuth. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
Throwing now is Lance. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Green Bay.
They'll run on first down. McCullough, he'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He's taken down at the
from the 33. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Lance. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 18. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Jarrett, he's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running left, Achane. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Jarrett. He finds Pickens over the middle. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Off the play fake. Jarrett. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is taken at the 15. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, 3rd quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. Now Lance throwing on 2nd down. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Waddle, the motion man right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 12-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jarrett. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he's he's going to be taken to the ground right there at the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 47.
Off play action. Jarrett. Man open. Here is Jones. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And they'll give this to Achane. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On the handoff, it's Achane. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. That is caught. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yes.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. George Pickens with career touchdown number 70. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Patterson now for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. Now a hit and a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 20, here's the 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
And Lance now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Singleton. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
An injury stoppage here, and that's Marquise Brown, who appears to be shaken up.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
Now 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Singleton.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. This offense so far on third down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. He'll buy some time right. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turn. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it. Here's Freiermuth again.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
On 1st down, Lance.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff up the middle. Singleton, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Now Lance.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jackson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Sanders is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Dolphins offense returning to the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there in the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10,
Jarrett. He's got McBride here over the middle. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Back to throw. Jarrett. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
A give left side. Here's Achane. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just... That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. And Lance going to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And Lance's throw brought in by Watson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 2nd down, Singleton. And he has a Packer 1st down, and that should be the one that finishes the script. And they will take a knee here. Second and 11. Up the middle they go. Singleton. And he stopped immediately there. And
And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for the Packers,
the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story as they move to 9-5 on the year.
and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it's a loss that could hurt come playoff seeding time as they fall to 11-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.